Today the whole world stopped to hear a Latin phrase that has echoed for centuries in the history of the Church. Habemus Papam. The white smoke rose and the hearts of millions of Catholics beat faster. We have a new pope. But who is the man who now occupies the throne of Peter? What can we expect from him? And what does this choice mean for the future of the Catholic Church? If you were also surprised by the announcement, stay tuned. We'll reveal everything you need to know about the new Pope Leo XIV, and why his name is already making an impact. Take this moment and give us a thumbs up. This really helps spread the message to more Catholics around the world. On May 8, 2025, the Catholic Church wrote another page in its millennial history. After 4 ballots, the conclave finally reached a decision. White smoke rose in the Vatican sky, and millions of faithful around the world waited in silence for the most anticipated moment, the Habemus Papam. On the central balcony of St. Peter's Basilica, the door opened, and the Cardinal Protodeacon announced to the world that the new Pope had been chosen. His birth name, Robert Francis Prevost. The name chosen for his pontificate, Leo XIV, the first North American Pope, an unprecedented moment that took many by surprise. With a history of missionary work and solid formation, Leo XIV assumes the throne of Peter in one of the most delicate moments of the modern Church. And now with the new pontiff in the Vatican, a question begins to form in the hearts of the faithful. What will be the direction of the Church under the command of Leo XIV? The name chosen by a pope is never by chance. By presenting himself as Leo XIV, Robert Prevost made a direct reference to one of the most influential popes of the modern era, Leo XIII. Leo XIII was the author of the encyclical Rerum Novarum, which inaugurated the social doctrine of the Church and marked a turning point in the way the Church positioned itself in the face of the social, economic, and political issues of its time. By adopting this name, the new pope seems to point to a desire for continuity on this path, a Church attentive to the pains of the world, to social injustices, and present in the debates that shape human life. But the name also carries weight. Leo refers to strength, vigilance, to the role of guardian. Does Leo XIV intend to be a firm pope in the face of the winds of confusion that plague faith and morals in today's world? The name is a clue, but actions will speak much louder. The election of Leo XIV takes place at a critical moment in the history of the Church. The Catholic faith faces a growing wave of secularization, especially in the West, while the number of priestly vocations is decreasing at a worrying rate. In addition, there are still open wounds, scandals, internal divisions, liturgical tensions, and challenges in communicating with young people. Leo XIV assumes the papacy with the mission of restoring trust, strengthening unity, and above all, reaffirming the essentials of faith. Another major challenge will be to continue, or not, the reforms initiated by Francis. With his experience as prefect of the dicastery for bishops, Leo XIV knows the inner workings of the Church in depth. This can be an advantage, but it also means that he will have to face internal resistance with wisdom and firmness. And then there is the missionary field. Having lived for 2 decades in Latin America, the new pope knows where the Church is growing the most, and where it suffers the most. How will he balance tradition and cultural adaptation? How to respond to the modern world without losing what is eternal? These are the questions that now hover over the Church. And the whole world is watching. If this new pontificate also makes you reflect on the direction of the Church, give us a thumbs up now and help this video reach more people. The choice of Leo XIV surprised many analysts and faithful. For the first time in history, the Church has a North American pope, but with a trajectory deeply marked by Latin America. The announcement generated immediate reactions in all parts of the world. In the United States, it was seen as a historic milestone. In Peru, where he served as a missionary, many celebrated with pride. In Europe, some sectors received the news with caution, waiting for signs about the direction he will give to the papacy. Among ordinary Catholics, there is a mixture of hope and expectation. Many wonder, will he be a successor to Pope Francis, or someone who will seek to correct course? Will there be a return to doctrinal discipline, or will the focus be pastoral and social? One thing is certain, the name Leo commands respect, and the world is listening attentively to every word, every gesture, every silence of the new successor of Peter. Leo XIV begins his pontificate surrounded by expectation, contrast, and symbolism. With a missionary past, a solid formation, and a name that carries historical weight, he also carries an immense responsibility: to steer the bark of Peter in turbulent waters. It is still too early to predict the direction he will take. But the call he heard today echoes for all of us, to keep faith alive, hope burning, and the Church united. And now I want to hear from you. What are your expectations for the new Pope Leo XIV? Do you think he will be a leader of continuity or of change? Leave it here in the comments. And if this video helped you better understand this historic moment, like, subscribe and share with more Catholics. The world changed today, and we are all part of this story. Do you want to understand the prophecies shaping the future of the world? In the ebook Catholic Prophecies, The Future of the World Revealed, you'll uncover powerful messages from the Bible, saints, and Marian apparitions. Most importantly, you'll see how they connect to the times we are living in. Don't be left in the dark. Get your copy now. The link is in the description and pinned comment.